Hello, welcome to Scrap Time. My name's Christine, and in this video I'm going to be sharing some tips for you to create quicker and less expensive cards this holiday season. Because we know that sometimes making cards can take a lot of time. So if you took part in my inky background series this past March, you might end up with a lot of backgrounds. And you might say to yourself, well, not all of these backgrounds, like these aren't holiday backgrounds. But really, you can turn anything, especially look how sparkly these ones are. You can turn anything into a holiday background. It doesn't have to be red and green. So I want to show you, here's one example. I took this background and it's like pinks and yellows and that, but just by stamping this Joy to the World stamp, this is from the Bold Tidings 2. It's a new stamp from Holtz. Just by stamping that onto this background, to me now it's a holiday card. So it wasn't any of the traditional colors, but just by changing that one little thing, you have yourself a card. Or you might have a card like this. It's very crazy. But I stamped one of the greetings onto a tag and embossed it. And just by putting that tag, because it's blocking a lot of that, I now have myself another holiday card. And I didn't have to spend all the time making the background. We already did that. The backgrounds are done. It's now time to turn them into cards for the holiday. Here is another sort of finished one I did. I'll be showing these in probably next week or that, how to make these cards. But this was a random background I had. I used the snowflake stamp. It's these stamps here. It's retro flakes, I think. But you can use any snowflake stamp. I embossed it. And again, I turned a random background into a nice holiday card. And again, this was another background I had done. And just by stamping it in that same stamp, there, my background was done. So go through your stash, see what you have, and see what you can turn into holiday cards. As I said, they don't have to be red and green and all that sort of stuff. Any card, you put a bit of stamping over top and embossing, and you're good to go. Now, staying on the side, so you might still have these, they're not cards, they were just done like this, backgrounds. You can use these. You can cut these into tags. You can die cut them. You can do a bunch of stuff. So I want to show you some ideas. So I took this die here. It is the 3D Impresslits die. And I cut them from some of those backgrounds. And look how pretty they are. On their own, this was way too gold as a background. But as a little star, it's so pretty. So just using your die cuts on some of these things, you can get some really great embellishments. Then, oh, my little kitty came out. So this was another card, and I just used the tag and I cut them into smaller tags and added it in. And again, it was all done. It was quick. And then in this one too, I made a little tag with a background I had done. So pull out all those projects you have sitting there that you didn't complete and use them this holiday for your crafting. So another one is, instead of buying holiday paper, go through some of your paper pads you have and see what you have. It's a Disney one, but right away, that red and white there is great for the holidays. The blue with the white is great for the holidays. So if you flip through, you might surprise yourself. You don't need to necessarily, there's a solid red. You don't need necessarily to go out and buy holiday paper. Just look through your paper pads and see what you have. Even using blue and whites are great, or this pink might be pretty for the holidays. That could be nice. Oh, there's a green one if you want to do traditional. So a lot of your actual little paper pad or big whatever paper you have might work too. And this was a Halloween set, but I still used it. There's this great red piece here and greens and even the browns. And I used this as well in some of my creating. So again, you don't have to go out and buy Christmas paper if you don't want to. Just go through your stash, see what you have that you can add to your projects. And then when you're going through your papers, go through some of your older products. So as I said, I had this 3D impresslet, and now I cut it out of the other papers you saw. I cut it out of glitter paper. I could cut it out of so many things, and I have great embellishments. And I'll be showing you how to use these too in the upcoming weeks. But, you know, so I had that. I bought it earlier in the summer, perfect for the holidays. And this is an older set. It came with matching stamps. And the piece in here is there is a Santa hat. There's the Santa hat, and it is in die form. And all you have to do is put that Santa hat on like anything. I used it a lot on these little cats, especially this guy here last year. Stamped him, put the Santa hat on, Christmas card. It's that easy. And so just by going through your stash, seeing what you have that you can use for the holidays, you may not actually need to go out and buy a bunch of holiday stuff. And then my last one I have is pull out all your glitter. So be it mica flakes or glitter gels. We all have some sort of glitter. This is just glitter, the stickles. Here is Nuvo glitter. A mermaid. It doesn't have to be gold. It can be blue. It can be any color, just sparkly. Here's a purple. Mica sprays. Pull out all your glitter, and you can do this. I did this last year. I used the glitter glitz through a cat stencil. I printed this on my computer and put it on my paper. And ta-da, Christmas card. Green glitter kitty. So again, it was quick, it was easy, and it didn't cost me a lot of money. And yes, it's a simple card. People out there make crazy cards that take hours, but if you don't have the time to put in, you can do a simple little card like this and pop it in the mail, and it would be really cute. So hopefully that gives you some ideas. Go through what you've already made, use them for card backgrounds, use them for tags, use them for die cutting, stamp on them, you know, find your older products, pull out all your glitter, and you might be able to make a whole slew of holiday cards or holiday projects without actually having to buy anything. You probably have it all. We all have way too much. We can all admit that. So anyway, hope that gives you some hints for your holiday crafting. Thanks for watching. Be sure to give our video a thumbs up and subscribe to Scrap Time videos on YouTube. In the meantime, here are a couple other videos you might be interested in watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.